Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just want to give a quick introduction in today's trade, which was done on July 29th this morning. It was a really epic trade, trading my Tradeify 50K straight to funded Lightning account. I feel like that name is getting longer and longer here, but it was a epic trade. I ended up in a win. It was another struggle, almost stopped me out. So I really hope you tune into the video and watch to the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here for another day. Today, July 29th, and we have about 3 minutes here before the 15-minute range is formed. Again, I like to wait for the first 15 minutes to form before I even look to take a trade. Let's just kind of look at where we're at in the market here. This line right here is yesterday's highs, and what we have done is come across that here in the pre-market. Now we are holding above that as supports. So right now I'm very bullish. Again, I like to look at the 15 minutes here as well, and we have the 15-minute 200 EMA that we are above, which tells me that I will be looking for longs most likely. And we are also above the 200 EMA here on the 5-minute as well. We also have some news. Like to look at Forex Factory, which is completely free. We have Joel's job openings at 10 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. my time. So a lot of times I do like to have that news play out before I enter a trade, unless it's just a perfect setup. So gonna stay patient here. Again, we have about 2 minutes before the 15-minute range is formed, and then I'll come back and we'll see what happens. Got a big dump here after we form the 15-minute range. And again, I'm looking here at this 200 EMA. See how we bounced right there off the 200 EMA? That's why I like to see it cross that. That 200 EMA just never fails. it just bounces or rejects off of that so many times. So we did get the 2 minutes closure here going up to the 9 EMA, and this is usually kind of what I like to see, is kind of a flag playing out here, and then I'll look to enter down here. Again, the only thing that has me hesitant right now is the news that will be coming out at 10 a.m. Eastern. So we are definitely getting a rejection there off that 9 EMA, and again, this is exactly what I like to see form. So we have 4 minutes here for the news. There's the news. Consumer confidence up. Jolts below forecast, and kind of didn't do anything. Kind of like the way this is looking here, rejecting right off of the EMAs there on the 5-minute. So I might even look for an entry higher up here just to get a better stop and everything like that. I'm gonna wait for this 5-minute closure. All right, we got the 5-minute closure back out of the range here. Now just kind of looking at this 2-minute, I want to see how it reacts off of this 9 EMA, and I'll probably be looking to enter right here. I'm going to go ahead and place a sell stop order there.
Order submitted.
I like the way that we're reacting here. And the reason why is because we formed a flag here basically, and now we're breaking down from that. So now we'll see if we can get another rejection off of here and then head down. And this would be what my risk to reward looks like here. I'll be looking to target basically yesterday's lows.
Order filled.
Okay, we're in this trade. And my stop will be up here right at the highs, and then like I said, we'll target 10 points down there. So you can see the stop is above these candles, 5-point stop. I do like where that stop is. To me, if we come back up here across the EMAs here and everything, that would invalidate the trade, so I do like that. And then again, we're going to be trying to target these lows down here, 10 points. Looks like we're pushing back up here. Looks like we might get stopped here, which is fine. Maybe I could have waited a little bit longer, like I said in my previously, is to try to clear this 200 EMA. I just kind of wanted a better entry, I suppose, and sometimes when you try to get that better entry, you get stopped out. So, okay, we'll see what happens here. I'm not mad about this trade. I think it was a pretty good trade overall here. So, if we lose, I'll be completely fine. Again, I'm kind of trying to stick to a one and done. So, if it loses, we'll go ahead and call it a day. One loss isn't going to kill me. And that's the thing, too. I always go for 2-1. So, my wins are bigger than my losses. It looks like we're going to go ahead and get stopped here. Just edging my stop. We do have VWAP up here as well. I tell you, these trades lately have just been like, it just teasing, man, teasing both ways. But I've noticed like a lot of influencers and people on other traders and stuff have been struggling through this July and through this summer months. So as long as I'm green, like I'm feeling pretty good overall. All right, here we go. Should stop me out here. It's kind of why I liked my stop where it was. It was above those EMAs. It was right above VWAP there. So we're still hanging in here. Again, I was pretty much banking on this just stopping me out at this point. Just rejected off of that VWAP. Actually feeling even better about this trade and just where my stop was in general. And that's what you got to be careful of a fixed reward, right? Like if I didn't get this entry and say I was a little further down, that 5 points would have been stopped out. That I probably do here. If I don't get stopped out here in the next 10 minutes, then I will just go ahead and go do my cardio and just come back, just let this trade play out. Because for me personally, a lot of times I do get kind of, nervous in trades. It doesn't even matter what size I'm in or if I'm following my plan. I can tend to micromanage trades a lot. And so for me, kind of a workaround for that is to just go ahead and leave the desk. It's definitely holding up here again. Like I said, this 200 EMA sometimes is something else. So it's just really holding up, pressing back up again. So kind of back on that side of probably just gonna get stopped out. I'm telling you, these fucking trades, man. This trade and then the one I mean, this could turn into a trade like Friday was, where I was in the trade for 2 hours. And I was like and I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna move my stop and all that stuff. I'm just gonna let it play out no matter what. We did push back down here a little bit again, but again, about 4 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes right here. And then what I'm gonna do is just walk right away from desk. I'll keep it recorded and everything, and then I'll just fast forward each trade. We are pushing back up here again. Again, that rejection off of that fucking 200 EMA, man, it's just incredible. Looking really bullish, like it's just gonna come back up here. So might even get stopped out before I even leave the desk. Another very fucking annoying ass trade. And like I said, this time I'm not gonna micromanage the trade. I'm not gonna be moving my stop. This time I'm just gonna let it play out. And again, I'm totally fine if we take a loss on this. There goes the 15-minute. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it to this screen right here, so you can see both the Ninja Trader as well as the trading view. And I'm gonna switch this to the 5-minute chart just so y'all can see a little better there. And that 5-minute chart is disgusting. But anyways, we'll see what happens on this trade. I'm gonna keep this recording, and hopefully we go down and hit that TP. But if we don't, it's totally fine. I'm fine either way.
Target filled.
Well, that was a awesome trade there. I just got back from running some errands and doing my cardio. The trade definitely worked out there, so I'm really, really happy with the results. As you saw there, again, I'm always looking on my phone. So of course, when I saw it hit my TP right there, I was pretty psyched. That was an excellent trade. Again, we almost got absolutely stopped out there right here because we got entered here and then we almost got stopped out, and then I stuck to my conviction and it worked out, and now we're flushing all the way down. So we're flushing actually all the way below even yesterday's lows. So sometimes I would even look for almost a setup right here because this is like almost another flag where you can kind of play it here and hope for more. But again, I stick to one and done. Made my $500. Let me just go ahead and show the profit real quick here. So as you can see, made $500, $494 due to commissions. So that puts me right here at about a $1,500, just under $1,500 balance. This will update later. I still been emailing Tradeify about this journal. I don't even want to show because, like I said, it's all jacked up, and they said they're still working on it. I'm really hoping they get that up so that by the end of the month, so that way I can kind of go over my whole July with this Tradeify 50K Lightning account and show you all the struggles that I've had and everything. But yeah, you can see some of my trades right here, and I'll go over that in another video. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and tune into the next one.